Hi everyone, this is Rio on Paper. I cannot believe that February is almost upon us, that the first month of 2024 has already passed. Well, I think by the time the video goes live, it's actually February already. But now that I'm filming this, it is the 29th, I think? Question mark? I'm not actually sure. I would check on my phone, but that one. Oh, I have a planner in front of me. I might cut that out. I might also not. It is the 30th. It is Tuesday. Wow, what a start to this video. Well, what we're going to do today is do a bit of a monthly decorating planning session. I do not actually have very much planned for February yet, so there won't be that much planning. However, it is time to do a little bit of decoration. So, let's actually start with this one, the quarterly overview. As you can see, I did a little graph on the left side. I don't know if you can actually see the light gray graph that is also there. So the lines on the top, the very irregular ones, that is my sleep. But it's actually not too bad. I definitely slept for around 7 hours most days, which is fine. I think could be better, but it's definitely been worse. So and I think I will be tracking. I will keep on tracking this in February. It's actually quite nice to see this graph and to see what my sleep pattern looks like, and also to see after a couple months if there's actually a pattern or not. But the light gray one, I think I'm going to change for the next month, or at least tweak it a little bit. What this is the amount of hours that I did focused work. So by that I mean work where I was focused on completing one task, no distractions, not looking at my phone, not looking at my email constantly, or refreshing the front page of the news website that I follow, things like that. Just working on a single task, completing the task, and moving on to the next task. However, for a lot of days, I forgot to actually track this, so it has become more of a estimate, a guesstimate maybe. So it's not really been very helpful. I also don't like that I don't really have any data for the weekends. I don't work on the weekends, but I do focused things, but maybe it's more like a bit of language study. But that would still be fun to track in here, but maybe I should change the numbers on the left-hand side, because especially on the weekends, I don't reach that 5.5 hours minimum of focus time, I don't think. Well, unless we count my video games, but I don't really think that counts, at least not for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak the graph a little bit for the next month, and I also need to start adding some text next to it so that I actually remember what I meant by this. But I'm going to do that, and then we're going to move over to the right-hand side. All right, it is done. The new graph is in. What I did was actually I changed the y-axis just a little bit. Instead of going from 5.5 to 9.5, which was a bit optimistic in terms of sleep, but also didn't leave me. It gave me a bit of a high minimum, a high bar for the amount of focused work. So I tweaked that by just half an hour. So now it goes from 5 to 9 hours, which I think is just a little bit more realistic. And what I'm going to do for focused work, I've decided to track my sort of distraction-free time with an app called Forest. You may have heard of that, you may have used it before, but it's basically an app where you put your phone in focus mode and you have a timer, and by doing that multiple times a day, multiple days a week, you sort of start accumulating trees and growing trees in your sort of digital forest. It's just a little bit more aesthetic than just your average kitchen timer. But what it helps me do especially is just track it over the course of multiple days. So I don't have to remember to add up the times that, I focused for maybe half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours. It'll just tell me at the end of the day how much focus time I got in, and then I can just note that down here. So that's the plan. I'm going to track my focus time with Forest, and it can be both work, but it can also be studying. I study for fun. I like reading about various subjects. I absolutely love language learning. So that is also something that I can track with that. And I'm just going to see if that works. This is all about experimenting and finding out what actually helps me. Basically, what I want this to be, and why I'm not trying to be too perfectionistic with this, is just a reminder to try and get in more focus time and less distractions throughout the day. I could also just take a very big, bold marker and write "do more focus work" on my wall in front of my computer screen. But, I prefer to do things in a planner. But that is basically what this is, just a reminder to get in more focus work and to actually see how I'm doing with that. So over to the right-hand page, here we have a very simple tracker. It is, it's 10 items that I track every day. Did I do it or did I not do it? With varying results. There's actually one habit that I have done every single day for this month, and that is floss my teeth. It is also arguably the easiest one of the list, but credit where credit is due. Yeah, actually, I will keep most of the habits the same for the next month because I think they're still important to track. I think I can leave flossing my teeth off for the next month because I have a feeling that I will probably keep on doing that every day consistently. Other than that, I will keep exercise, eat fruit, meditate, journal, play the piano, sing, read, language learning, and no spend. I will keep those habits for the next month. I've mentioned this previously, but these are not all habits that I want to be doing every single day. Ideally, I would. If I had the time, I would love to. But for things like playing the piano, singing, exercising, it is more sort of tracking when I did it. And again, that little reminder to do it a little more often. Maybe a day where I don't really feel like it at the end of the day, but I'm like, I do have a little bit of time left. Maybe I could just go for a run before dinner. I feel like having this somewhere on paper at a place where I look at every day, it just helps me to give me just that little extra push to actually, do the thing. The one that I'm going to be changing is language, because right now it looks like I have done a little bit of language study almost every day, which is something that I should feel proud of, but I don't really, because most days, or at least a lot of days, I just did like 10 minutes of Duolingo because that's, easy. But I actually want to make a conscious effort to do a little bit more language study that is not Duolingo, or that at least is a little more than just reviewing some grammar or vocab, but that is actually, making progress, reading a bit more, listening a bit more. I'm currently learning Japanese, and, Japanese is, for most English speakers or Dutch speakers, I think that I should approach this from my native language, but it is not necessarily an easy language. So it just, it takes time, and I find it a lot of fun, but it can also be sometimes just a little hard to get started and to actually, sit down with a textbook and just study. Even though when I'm actually doing that, when I'm in the midst of that activity, I am enjoying it. It is not something that I don't like. It is just that it can be a bit hard to get started. So what I want to do is, since I'm going to have one empty column here because I'm going to leave floss out for the next month, I'm going to split language learning into Duolingo, because that is still something that I want to be doing every day and that is easy to track. But also language learning that is not Duolingo. I have to think how I'm going to call that category, but just to see on which days I did something extra, and also to motivate me to do something extra every so often. So that's what I'm going to write down for February, and then we're going to flip over to the monthly page. So here we are at the monthly page, new month, blank slate. This is what January looked like. I think I'm gonna do something similar. This is just a style that I enjoy. It is not too full and busy, but it's also not too empty. But instead I have some other stickers and other colors. I have this set from the washi tape shop that is gorgeous. It has these black and white stickers of various landscapes, various fish, flowers, and some more beautiful like bamboo, cherry blossoms. So that's what we'll be using today. And with that, I haven't really decided which of these I'm going to use, but I have some simple dot stickers to mark some dates, and I have these washi, which this one has, let's see. This one has some sort of landscapes. There's a boat, there's some trees, there's some birds as well. It's very simple drawings. It's all in this sort of grayscale. So I figured that it might go well with the stickers, but it's also a bit of a different style, so maybe not. Then we also have this one, which is like mountain ranges. And I'm actually leaning towards this one, which is foresty. It has trees, but the trees are so simple that it's also just this sort of gray accent. And color-wise, it goes very well with these stickers. The stickers have the gray that was used for the stickers has this sort of very, very slightly green undertone, and this tape does have that as well. As does this one. This is just a simple light gray washi, but it has that same ever so slightly green undertone to it. So I think that we can make something nice with that. Yeah, let's see. I think I want to start with something a bit bigger, a bigger piece. Let's see. Do I want to go for the reds that are just a bit bolder? Or do I want to go for the slightly softer pink? I feel like if I want to add some of these fish, which I do, they go better with the red. These are a bit more vibrant. So I think I want to use... Okay, I'm going to cut some of these out. So this should be enough for the bigger, more vertical stickers. I'm probably not going to use all of these, but I just like basically thinking way too long, umming and ahhing way too long about where to put these. That is just, what I do for fun, as I'm sure some of you can relate. This is also really nice. I like these a lot. Okay, let's see. That's 2 more pieces. Then we're just going to use these later to fill up some of the space. But I'm going to put these down first. So this is what we have so far. I don't know, I'm actually not too happy with it. I love these stickers. Like these stickers from the washi tape shop. I don't think I mentioned this, but these bigger ones are all from the washi tape shop. These like little washi tapes. This is getting confusing in terms of names. The actual washi tapes that are not from the washi tape shop are, I think, from AliExpress. I've had these for ages. But I'm not sure I like how they go together. I'm not going to pull them up. I have a tendency to ruin the paper when I do that. And also, I don't want to spend too much time on this. After all, it is just a planner. Saying that, there's a little sting in my heart because this is the planner community. But every once in a while, it's good to remind ourselves that it is just a planner and it is just stickers. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to fill in some dates so that I don't put stickers in boxes where I need to fill out a lot of things. And then I'm just going to fill up some of the days where I know that I won't have anything to write down. So that's it really. I don't really have anything more planned for now. Obviously there will be more things, but this is all that I know for now. So let's just see where I can put just a little bit more decoration down, and then we're done, I think. All right, I think this is the end result for now. I don't want to jinx this, but I didn't smudge a single word on this spread yet. That is definitely a first. I hope you enjoyed the video. I feel like it was a bit more chaotic than usual, even more chaotic than usual, but that is just the plain and honest truth about decorating my planner. It is never really a straightforward process, but it is something I really enjoy, and I enjoy taking you along for the ride. So I hope to see you in the next one. I'm only just now realizing that again my shirt matches the spread. Shall we make this a thing? Or I have another idea. How about I pick a bunch of decorative elements for a page and I let my cats decide which one we're going to use. We might do that next month. Let me know if you're up for that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and have a great day. See you. Bye.